What it is, people. We're here with another episode of the Literary Dummies web show, starring your host, me, Alex. You can follow me on Twitter at fudge_bars, on Instagram at the same thing, fudge_bars, and my co-host,
Kevin. And you can follow me at Scotty Get Down with 2 N's, 1 on Instagram. That's all I got. I don't got Twitter.
he telling you need to get a Twitter, yo.
I have one. I don't know the name though.
Yeah,
Ain't
another
posting
one.
it.
Like, you act like we ain't never just throw emails on random websites. Just sign up. We're here with another book discussion for you. We're probably not gonna call them book reviews anymore. Discussions just sound a lot better. This week, we're here to discuss the children's classic, considered one of the first literary nonsense books. That's like legitimately the genre it's called.
With the best Disney princess out of all of them.
That's a lie. We're not gonna get on that right now. Written by a man that was accused of being a pedophile. I mean, you wrote a lot of books about a little girl. I'm not saying you a pedophile,
They didn't do anything in the books though.
but why is you a grown ass man writing about a little girl?
Just for kids.
Why are you writing about a little girl? Repeatedly. It's not like one little girl book.
It's only like 9.
Like, it's only 9 years.
Yeah. Hunchback Notre Dame's in there.
Lewis
He's
Carroll
grown.
didn't write
He didn't?
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Mm.
No,
You sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Mm.
Victor Hugo wrote Hunchback.
You're right.
You don't even know who that is. Don't even
No, I know
that.
that. I know that name though. I know you did.
And he was actually also accused of being Jack the Ripper.
Lewis Carroll?
Yes,
Mm.
I remember that. Shout out to Mr. Bergman. When we were doing like Brit Lit and we was in Victoria in London, he made us do a project, and I ended up with Jack the Ripper in like a group project, and we did a presentation. And he specifically said there's a famous author that's been accused of being Jack the Ripper, and you gotta have that in your presentation. And it was Lewis Carroll, who wrote all of the Alice in Wonderland books, I'm assuming.
I don't know how many there are. I think it's like 5.
He wrote Alice in Wonderland. That's his character. I understand why it's considered literary nonsense, because there's a lot of nonsense in this book. And I'm gonna just give you a quick plot. Alice out here bored, out in the meadows or some kind of white field where there's water in Victoria, London, chilling with her sister, getting her head pet. She see a random rabbit and start chasing the rabbit. White people shit. I'm gonna say white people shit a lot because I got a bone to pick for this girl.
But there was a reason she was chasing the rabbit.
Cause she seen a rabbit that was talking.
With a suit on.
I'm not chasing no rabbits if I'm chilling, I'm not moving.
Rabbit with a suit on and the glasses walks by you.
I'm not even gonna think I really seen that shit. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's that? I didn't see that. So you gonna get up if you see.
Yes, with a suit on?
My first thought is, I didn't see that. But she sees the rabbit with the suit, she go chasing after him, ends up falling down the hole eventually, eats something, gets too big and starts crying, gets something else to eat, shrinks. After she shrinks, she's in such a small space that when she's really big and crying, that she's flooded it, so she ends up like swimming out of there. Then she meets this mouse, and she offends the mouse because she starts talking about her cat. And you know, mice don't like cats. Then when the mouse is like, chill, yo, I don't care about your cat, she's like, but it's my cat, yo. Why are you offended that you don't like what's wrong? Talk about that later. She runs into the rabbit again, who thinks that Alice is his maid. She ends up going to the rabbit's house at some point, where she grows again, gets stuck in the house, the animals throw cake at her, she eat the cake, now she not big no more. Then she meet the caterpillar, who who was like the first person to be like, yo, you in a whole new place and you just judging everybody. Shut the fuck up and just live.
Is that what you got out of that?
Yes.
I didn't get that.
What did you get out of the caterpillar tell?
He was just talking shit. I read that several times. I was like, yo, he's not telling her nothing that she needs to know.
He's saying like, yo, you don't know who you are, so who are you to say what they're doing is wrong?
I got the part where he said you don't know who you are. That's why I said he's talking shit. Because I'll be doing the same thing you do.
No, yo, I can't.
You're not in somebody's house. You're just in a foreign land. But
You're
everybody's
in
different.
somebody else's land, though.
But everybody's different in the land. There's no like culture for the land.
None of that shit is yours, though.
She's trying to learn.
You don't learn by shitting on somebody else. And that's all she does repeatedly. Like, she ends up running into the Duchess' house, no invite. You run up on somebody's house, no invite. She runs into the cook and say he used too much pepper. White people shit. That's where she meet the Cheshire Cat. You know, we love the Cheshire Cat. Because he just pull up and he do just be talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, he don't be saying nothing, but he be there. End up going to the Mad Hatter tea party. She get a bunch of riddles, including the famous "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" That has been answered, but I forgot the answer.
I was looking for her to actually really answer it. I know she gave out a couple things, and then just left the tea party. And I was like, whoa, wait.
Like, there was never really like an answer given, but niggas be trying to be.
That was the most underwhelming scene in the book because remember the cartoon where they were dancing, singing, all kind of shit. That was like what, 2 pages?
Shit was trash.
Yeah, that was
the whole shit was trash. But we gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah.
She leaves the. Yeah, I'm definitely hating. She ends up leaving the tea party. She runs into another garden where the Queen of Roses is playing croquet. She shitting on the Queen whole morals because the Queen out there like, yo, cut everybody head off. Now I can say that's kind of messed up, Bill. You can't just be trying to cut everybody head off. But the Queen was trying to cut everybody head off, and Alice was like, no, white savior, and all white book. That shit crazy. You ain't even got race. And Lewis Carroll was wild. Keep going. She gets took to this mock turtle and has like, he interrupts the whole croquet shit to play a game. She ends up at a trial for theft and some other shit. She ends up getting into it with the mouse at said trial. Alice is called as a witness and she just gets on the stand and shits on the whole Queen.
Like a gangster.
Like, again, telling them everything that they do is wrong. No. And then she wakes up from a dream and that's it. Whoa.
Underwhelming ending as well.
Underwhelming book. It was terrible.
There was some good parts in there.
I'm saying, obviously, I don't think this is really a racial allegory. But I'm just saying, Lewis Carroll was on to something with this little white girl that just pull up everywhere and tell people that they doing wrong and then gets mad when they say they offended. She was like Trump supporters in Victorian London. She was crazy.
I'm going to defend Alice to the day I die.
Wow, what is there to defend?
That's the realest princess in Disney ever. Starts off, this is a couple things. Starts off, she has no fear. Chases a rabbit with glasses and a suit on. Down a hole. And she's wearing a dress. She's not even wearing like pants. She's wearing a dress. Falls down the hole while she's falling down the hole. She doesn't think about, oh man, I'm falling. What's going on? She sees a cabinet and said, that's a nice cabinet right there. What's in here? Oh, ain't nothing in there. And that's it. I said, what? No fear. That's number one, no fear. That's really the biggest thing in the book. She's eating foreign food, doesn't know what it is. She's growing, she's going back down. That's the only time she felt any kind of fear, which is natural, because she's become the giant and she's becoming
growing up.
Very small. Yeah. But then everywhere she goes, she's adventuring and talking to everybody in the room. Like she knows them already.
It says something to the curiosity of a child.
Yeah.
I can say that, yes. But somebody should have checked this little nigga on shitting on everything that's not her.
I don't think she meant to show anything. It was a wonder of a Wonderland.
Okay, if you think you could have pulled up on some shit as a kid and shit on it the way Alice was, and your parents would have just been cool with that?
No.
All right,
my parents would be okay with that. Somebody's parents would be okay with that.
What parents? Rich parents?
We have some friends that would probably be okay with that.
What kind of friends, y'all? Be a little bit more specific.
White friends. Yeah. She was cool. The Cheshire Cat, of course.
Yeah, some of the classic characters from the movie definitely was.
Every scene Cheshire Cat was in, he was just like, "Hey, this is where this path goes. This is where the other path goes. Where you going?" And he's like, "All right, I'll be over there. Whenever you choose, I'll just appear." He appeared. "What's up? Oh, you took this path? Cool. What you up to?" He was in every scene that she was in, just like, "All right, well, I pop by to see if you right."
I mean, I like the caterpillar, even though he was only in it. I feel like
He was trash.
Nah, he was
Because the caterpillar, just the same way he annoyed me in the movie, came in to talk shit, but then do nothing. Came in to say, "Bitch, you wrong. You doing this wrong. You doing that wrong." All right. And then wanted to get into a debate with her. You are a caterpillar. Like,
but he becomes a butterfly in the movie.
stay in your role. I was waiting for that too. It didn't happen.
Yeah, because I mean, it probably goes later in the series. I don't know how much.
The best part not the best part, but the best contrast from the movie that I saw was there was a king and a queen instead of just a queen. Yeah. And the king didn't care about nothing. Yeah, the queen was walking through. You scored a point in croquet. She said, "Oh, off with his head." King was like, "Yeah." He was like, "That's what she want to do." I like him because his only dialogue was just to support the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Women empowerment book. Absolutely. Argue that.
I mean, there's some validity to it.
All the women in the book came out on top. Even the Duchess, which is I think she's a main character, but because she's in like 5 different scenes. She's supposed to have her head cut off, and she got out of there. Got out of there not even swiftly. Just was like the queen was like, "Oh, her right there, off her head." She said, "Oh." And then went back home. Went back home. But all the cards that were getting their heads cut off were men.
Hey,
maybe he was an old feminist.
A curious child that's a girl cutting the heads off. That makes perfect sense.
Cutting the heads off of men.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, nah, this was not.
It was not the best book. It was not the best written book.
Even for children's, it was.
Yeah, it really wasn't the best book. Maybe the next one. Maybe we'll review the next one. It'll be better.
I'm not reviewing the next one.
Okay.
I'm not. If you want to read
I'm
that
gonna read it. I'm gonna read it just for fun. It's gotta be. You seen the new movies, right?
I saw one of them.
They're interesting. If the book was written that way, I think it would be more interesting.
I didn't care for the movie.
Johnny Depp was a mad.
I don't like Johnny Depp.
Okay.
I know he was a mad.
Okay.
You know I don't like Johnny Depp. Let's not get into this.
All right.
Please, let's not get into my discontent. Like,
okay. Nothing. No, I'm good.
All right, you trash.
That's pretty much
overrated.
It's underrated.
Overrated.
No one talks about it.
Yo, just because
Jesus Christ.
you look like a different type of heroin addict, don't make you play a different
He's
character.
played a drug dealer, a heroin addict, a gangster, weird, and a whole bunch of
He's played every weird there is.
Every weird there
and
is.
all them shits is weird.
He's played drama too. He's played in horror. He's played an outright
How many
murderer.
times has he not been some form of the white guy?
I got you.
Out of all of his movies, don't just name me like, because he got hella movies.
I'm gonna name like 4.
Out of 20.
I don't know all 20 of the names.
But I'm saying.
22 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street.
When he's playing a grown ass man back in high, that's weird, nigga. You want to be a grown ass man in high?
Yes, that's undercover. Undercover.
That's not okay, good.
He's undercover.
And I would argue that 21 Jump Street, the show, ain't got shit on the reboot movies, because them movies was hilarious.
I agree with that. But
man, we not talking about this. So
Secret Window?
We finishing up Alice in Wonderland.
I thought we were done. Secret Window.
I give it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 3 just because I liked the characters I liked. And I like that it was a women empowerment thing was going up there. You had to really look for the women empowerment part. So I mean,
Yeah, he reaching.
No, I'm not.
He reaching.
What woman got shit on the whole book? What? Which one? Name one. Not a single one.
I don't want to keep talking about this.
Every woman was empowered.
I don't want to keep talking about this book.
I'm good. I mean, the book is done.
So, yeah. Thanks for your time. Click that like and subscribe button. Share it to all your friends. And we'll be back with another discussion.